So I want to talk about some NPCs that you can trade stuff with, and this is really important to know early on. So the first one that helped me a lot to know is that I can trade my resources for iron ore. So when you farm and get your stuff, you want a lot of iron and wood because you want to do your upgrades in your stronghold. You want to always focus on your stronghold, but it needs a lot of rewards. It needs a lot, and the more you play the more you will need. So this guy is good. You can always buy some in the market, but here is a way for you to get some early on, since you won't have enough gold early on. The next one we have is the Bloodstone exchange, and that's what you get from participating in guild things. And the simplest thing is that you can donate to your guild and get some of these. Now these items don't give you a lot of things, but it's cool to have it. So you can get some small amount of materials for upgrading your gear, and one of the coolest things is that you can get tickets for cubes and stuff like that when you start your tier 1 content. So that's really cool, and it has like a limit, so it's a weekly thing, so you want to keep doing it. And one of the important things to know is that you can always search for anything. So like if I want to find this guy, I can just type Bloodstone exchange and search, and I'll find the NPC. So this is the second NPC. All right, let's go more. We have the general merchant, and you should know about this guy early on because that's the one that you can buy from Awakening Case Short. You buy these for 250 silver, and that's how you do your awakening. That's early on stuff. The next one is the Alchemist. So this NPC can craft you some items fast, and you can craft some potions and flair with using ingredients. I would recommend using it from here since you can craft it in your stronghold better, but let's say you want a quick way. Well, this has no cooldown. So like if I just request one here and I just do this, I get it instantly. So that it has no cooldown. That's the cool thing about it. After that we have the gold shop. So when you start to hit tier 1 content, you will unlock your dailies, weeklies and all that. And I recommend you to do your weeklies and dailies since it's a really good source of gold. The way you do it is that you want to find the gold shop, you can search for it, and you have 3 different upgrades. The 3 different upgrades you want to usually go for. The first and second one usually is less gambly than the third one, but up to you. You know, that's 80 to 500. All right, so that's the guild shop. Now for the next one we have the exchange chaos dungeon shards, and this one you get these shards from completing chaos dungeons for the third time in the day, or more than twice you will get these. And the reason is good, like you will get a lot of different stuff here. So you have like tier 1 upgrades for tier 1, and then you have some materials you can turn into accessory, but they don't care about it. The one important thing you want to focus on is that you can get 20 engraving books. So these are either engraving books for your class or for overall, and you can get 20 here. So tier 1 20 for 20 here and 20 here too, but that's for epic. And basically the idea is that you want to prioritize this for the class you like and just use it to get 150, and like the 20 that won't be too much, and can you do it for a long time. It's better than buying the books you need early on. You can just get, so you know there is like 20 books that you can get if you need something specific. All right, after that we have the craft abyssal equipment. So that's that one you use when you hit your abyssal dungeons, and when you do your abyssal dungeons you will get these items, right? So for tier 1 you will get tier 1 items, for tier 2 you get the other. And there is something cool about this. So there's different sets depending on, so there's usually 2 sets for legendary and 1 set for epic, and they have a passive, so you want to see which set you want to do. And there is a cool trick about it. So let's say I buy this item and I get whatever quality I'm getting. So I got 61, right? I feel like the quality is a bit low. I can disenchant it for the same amount, so I can basically repeat the same thing until I get the quality I want. And you want to do this early on. So when you do your tier 1, use the items you're gonna get for tier 1 gear, right? And then you might have access. So like now I have some access here, right? And I want to use these ones. I can go to the abyssal trade, The abyssal trade can give me accessories and stone. So let's say here I have accessories, so I'm gonna keep using these, and there's never enough accessories because you always want the right passives on your gear, so you're gonna use buy. But the trick doesn't work here, right? So if I buy 2 items like these, right, and the idea is that I disenchant them and get the same, I don't get it anymore. I get the normal thing for disenchanting accessory, which is like 1 and 3 and the life. So it doesn't work here, but you now use your access to get something you want, depending on what engravings you want, depending on what buff effects you want, and everything, right? All right. Now, last thing is I will talk about, and this is not something specific. So moving on in your experience in the game, you'll see these islands around the map. So each of these islands have different ones. So like for example, if you go here to this island, you will find in it an NPC that will exchange you for a song for the Song of Resilience. This is an important song. So basically, whenever you hit an island, I would recommend to go talk to each NPC that you can trade with, see what they have, see what you can trade with, and you don't have to trade with them instantly, just know what they offer so you can come back later. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.